bracket, 42 inches. Never throw anything away when you think you may need it one day. Somebody gave me this trailer years ago, as long as I allowed them to borrow when necessary, which of course I wouldn't mind doing. So it was falling apart when the guy gave it to me, so I've done some repairs, put a new axle on it, put some paint on it, a new coupler, and finally I put my lawnmower on it, and I went right through the deck. So I figured it was about time to put some new plywood on it, but yep, mush. But you know, plywood costs money, so probably 5-6 years ago I renovated a duplex, and the plywood on the deck sort of had some life. Good 3/4 inch real exterior grade. It was probably there for 20 years, I'm sure, 20-25 years, sitting outside in the blistering sun and the rain and the snow. So I saved it, and it's been sitting next to that tree where that piece of fence panel is. It's been sitting there, and it was sitting over here, and it was sitting here, and it was sitting there, and finally 5, 6, 7 years later, who knows how long it was, I drug it out, and as you can see, it's a little worn around the edges, but we'll trim it to size, and we're going to install it on this trailer that I've just finished repairing. It was rotten. Everything was rotten. Rotten. Bolts were rotten. Look at that. Bolts were rotten, so I had some wood left over from the balconies I just repaired in the last month or so. I had some nice 2x, 2x10s, 2x8s, so I saved those. We lined the parking lot with that. And hey, Mr. San Francisco Suburban, you know, I was saying that plywood costs money, huh? But don't be fooled. Take you upstairs. Lights on. What do we got up here? Whee! You haven't been upstairs, huh? Ooh, Corvair parts. Lots of insulation. It was on sale at Lowe's. Buy $300, get a $100 gift card. Well, I do have lots of plywood. That's MDF, and ooh, underneath, there we go. Underneath I've got some 3/4 inch exterior grade. I got 3 sheets. I'm sure I have 5 or 6 or 7 more sheets somewhere else. But why waste new stuff? I'll save it for the next time that stuff rots, another 20 years. Oh boy, lots of stuff up here. Exhaust pipes and bathroom cabinets and R12 and silicone spray and Corvair parts and windows and trailer fenders and mufflers and sandblaster I bought 25 years ago. I think it's time to put it together one of these days. Look at that. Talk about a pile of tires and a pile of junk. Lots of projects. Yep, there's a sandblaster. Right there. Sat on my friend's porch for 10 years. There's a T-Ruck. Alright. Hey, let's crank something up. This thing's sitting here. I'm going to be driving my Suburban to Indiana next week, so this one will be pressed into service, finally, after sitting. Brought this thing back in November. Getting on a year. Let's crank her up. Look at that. GMC. Alright, sun's going down. I got more wood to cut. Hey, Mr. Corvair, Mr. Blue Suburban. Got all kinds of toys here. All kinds of toys. Hyundais and Suburbans and Corvairs and Arizona Hyundais, and we gotta go. I got more wood to cut. It's getting dark. Oh yeah, one last thing. This is what I pulled off the back of the trailer. Swiss cheese. The outside didn't look too bad, but I cut some pieces off. But Swiss cheese. Crap. Goodbye. Thanks for looking.